Good morning, beautiful ladies, and welcome to another episode of Biz Elevate with Anupama. Today, we are going to talk about managing change or change management. Now, what is change management? Well, it's a lot to do with how you perceive yourself, accept yourself, and make sure that you are in the right frame of mind, right frame of situations, right frame of resources to change and achieve your targets or goals. Okay, let me explain to this in a little more simpler manner. Simpler manner in the sense of maybe giving my own example. Every year in our company, we do a blood donation camp. That means all the employees get together, go down to the Vassal Hospital and donate blood. It's a yearly ritual for us. And we have been doing this for quite a few years. Now, in this situation, what happens is, even though I'm part of the team, I've never donated blood. The reason? I'm underweight. Well, I'm one of those lucky ones where whatever I eat, whatever I do, I just do not put on weight. And to donate blood, you need to be at least minimum 50 kgs. That's what the radiologist there at Vassal said. Sorry, Anupama, we can't take blood from you because you are underweight. You have to be at least minimum 50 kgs to donate blood. So now, what do? For quite some time, it was an embarrassment for me that I was not able to donate blood. Well, the entire office did except for me. Now, I wanted to make that change. I wanted to create that situation where I would say, yes, I'm also donating blood. Now, if I had to change and achieve this goal, of course, then from the 45 kgs that I was, I had to increase 5 kgs to be able to donate blood. So first and foremost, I had to accept that limitation that yes, I am underweight, and if I had to donate, I have to change my body weight, right? It was such a very simple thing. Change your body weight from 45 to 50 so that you can donate blood. Having accepted that, the second thing that came into play was changing the mindset. Why I was underweight? Maybe I was not eating well, maybe there were some medical issues with that, or as a matter of fact, I might be one of those blessed ones, as I said, that had a good metabolic rate, that whatever I eat just didn't put up on my body. Once I'd accepted that I had a limitation and I made that mindset that I had to make that change, it was easier to go to the next step. And the next step was, of course, creating a plan to go from 45 kgs to 50 kgs. Now, what is a plan? A plan is something that has a sequential activities lined up with a time frame to achieve a particular target or goal. So that became step 2. So I put a plan in place. Okay, I would eat anything and everything that I wanted, so I would just put on weight. So I put on cheese, mutton, chicken, oils, of all the things that I would think of that increase weight in a normal person in my diet. And I waited, and I waited. Still no change in my weight. It just moved from 45 to 45.2 in 6 months. And I said, this is not going to work. I had to have somebody helping me to put this plan in place. So I visited a doctor. What happened? He said, Anupama, you have a very, very high metabolic rate. That's the reason whatever you eat actually is not putting up weight on your body. So now I had to go to a nutritionist, take her help. I had to go to a personal trainer to build up that mass on my body. because just putting weight in terms of fats would be critical bad for me. So putting up that muscle mass or bone mass, if I have to say, was critical to my increase of weight. So I had to take help of a personal trainer, I had to take help of a nutritionist to put the plan together. Now once the plan is done, that's not enough. A plan is on paper, a plan may be up here, but those activities have to be actually implemented, and that's actually step 3 of the change management process. You have to, whatever you have put in plan, you have to put it into action. Now that's what happened. I started looking at the plan. I said, okay, eating right, put cheese, put chocolates, put fats, put good fats in my cooking. Make sure you're eating healthy. You're sure you're eating something that's putting the mass on your body and not the fat on your body. Second thing, I started training. I had a personal trainer who would take me through an exercise routine on a regular basis. I took up walking. I walk from home to office for it's an almost a 20-minute walk that I have. I do it morning and evening. So all these changes happen in my lifestyle. And that is because I started implementing the plan in my life, everyday life. I started putting those activities in and around the way I went about through my day or through my life. So I was eating well, I was exercising, I was taking extra care to see that I was increasing weight mass on my body, so I would reach that golden figure of 50. The implementation started, but now this was a timeline. It was not something quick, right? It was a gradual. And because of my high metabolic rate, whatever I did, it didn't immediately show results. So I had to be motivated. I had to keep myself motivated. The first year went by and the increase in weight was just about not even 1 kg. And I knew I had a long road ahead of me if I have to achieve that golden 50. Then I started kind of getting demotivated. I started kind of getting depressed that I was not putting on weight. And it so happened that, of course, pandemic struck and I was sitting at home doing nothing. So I was more focused on what I was eating, what I was doing. I was not spending too much of energy. I was training at home. I was doing yoga. I was doing all the possible things. I was trying everything that was under the sun so that I would try to get that weight up as soon as possible. But by then I knew the target was always would be 1 kg for 1 year. So 5 years it would take me to actually reach the target of 50. So 2019 went like that. 2020, of course, in the pandemic, I kind of increased a bit of weight faster because of not spending of too much of energy doing the running around. I was just sitting at home, chilling it out. Then 2021, 2022, December 2022, I weighed 49 kgs. So that means I was actually on track of increasing that weight 1 year, 1 kg. But when I was implementing this plan that I put in place, how did I know that I was going the right track? Because I was monitoring. If something was not working, I was trying something different. I was looking at how things would be speeded up so I would achieve my target. I was talking to people. I was asking questions. I was making sure that I was monitoring what I was doing, how it was affecting, and where it was taking me. So the monitoring part was very, very important. It all took me to kind of take it to the next level of look forward to something. And most important thing is I put in place a reward system. If I was doing something that was aligned to the plan for a period of 1 week, 2 weeks. Yeah, I rewarded myself to keep myself motivated. So all these things started coming into play. And at last, when on the 31st of December 2022, I weighed myself as 49 kgs, I was on cloud 9, because my target was just within the reach. I changed from a 45 to a 49. That change had not only impacted my body weight, but it had impacted my entire lifestyle. What I did, how I did, when I did, and most important, why I did. Because the why was very, very powerful. I wanted to donate blood. Today, I'm 49. But I've not let go of the past efforts, time I've put into making that change in me. That change from 45 to 49. And I'm sure by the year end of 2023, I will be 50 and I will donate my blood. Well, if your why is very, very strong, then change management is easier to accept. We are so cocooned in our comfort zone that we don't want to change. We want to keep the status quo. But if you have a very, very strong reason to change, then the change becomes very easy. You accept it very easy. You do things beyond your limits to implement and get that change into your life. And now, it's not about only your personal self. It's the same in business. It's the same in every facet of your life. If you have a challenge, if you have something that's holding you back and you know it, and you can accept that limitation and say, I want to change this part of my life, or I want to achieve this in my life, then you start looking at yourself to change, to make the small tweaks, to make those major decisions as to how, when, and where can you achieve those goals? How fast can you achieve those goals? What you need to do to achieve that goal? That becomes easier. So it is in business. Your business has a goal. Your business has many challenges. And sometimes the business owner themselves are the limitations to a business growing. And if you need to remove those limitations, put them aside, then as a business owner, you need to change. You need to change your mindset. You need to change the way you look at your business. And all those changes, if you need to take them into your life, you need to make those changes into your life, make those changes to your mindset, then you have to go through this process of acceptance, the process of planning, implementing, monitoring, and consistently being focused and aligned to the change management process. Whatever the activities that you're getting, whatever the things that you need to do, whatever the resources you require, you need to make sure that this aspect of your life becomes easier if you accept it at the first go itself. If you are resisting the change, if you are thinking that this might not lead you to your goal, or if you fear the change, then change, accepting it, and changing yourself is a huge and humongous task. So things make things easier for you. Accept. Acceptance is the key to how easily you can change. And once you accept, all the things will fall in place. If you can't be the initiator, if you need help, there's so many things. You have Uncle Google, you have your friends, you have experts in the field to support you. You just need to ask. But even before asking, you need to accept. Accept that you have to change for this reason. So it boils down to one thing, and that one thing is why. Why do you want to change? Why do you want to make that difference? For me, I want to change. I want to change my weight from 45 to 50 so that I can donate blood and feel proud about it. Because every year my team donates blood and I am the so one out who does not. I want to be part of my team. I want my team to say, yes, Anupama, this year you have donated blood. And that's one statement I'm waiting for. That's one credible statement from my team appreciating my contribution to this campaign that makes a difference to my ego, if you want to say, or to my self-esteem, if you want to say. But that's why that I have. And that's the why that I want to put forward and say, yes, this is the reason I am changing. I am accepting that change and I want to change. And to make that change, I have done my bit. So when I achieve that goal, just imagine the elation, the happiness, joy that's going to be in my life. And for that happy moment, I'm ready to do whatever it comes in terms of eating, training, looking at alternative aspects. I can speed up this process and change as fast as possible and achieve my goal. Well, that's all about change. I challenge today. It's you I challenge today to pick one goal, one aspect of your life where you think your change can impact in a positive way. Pick that up and start changing yourself and achieving that goal so that you can achieve the happiness that comes with achieving something, achieving a goal, overcoming a challenge, right? Well, that's all from me today. See you next week, same time, same platform. Till then, have a rocking week.